All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between PCG. Wait, what just happened? All right. Let me try to load that back up for you. That's not how I planned to do it, but let's see if it gets a little bit better. All right, there you go. Let's go ahead and make this widescreen and get everything underway. This is a game between PCG123 versus Ling, also known as 120. Now, first thing you'll notice, if you guys were paying attention to the loading screen, Ling or 120 or Ling, which doesn't follow his name at all, is spawning as the random human player over here at the 5 o'clock position. Meanwhile, hop, skip, and a jump away, not too far away, we have PCG123 spawning as the red Undead. Undead versus human in this 1v1 matchup. I am looking forward to it as well. I really don't know what to expect. I have not got to see too many games where, 120 is actually playing human. And in a matchup like this, since he is playing against his main race, he should know what he has problems dealing with. So this is actually what I'm really looking forward to, how 120 is going to be able to pressure up against his main race, or even with all of his knowledge of the main race and how to counter it. Well, it falls to the unfavorable matchup that some people believe human versus undead is, or human versus anything. Hence the reason why the whole entire World Cyber Games is, well, humanless. Anyways, Archmage will be making its rounds out here in just a moment. Acolyte is going to be able to wander around, perhaps try to take down a couple of critters. I believe there's a critter off over here. Nope. Where did that critter go? There we are. See, this is when I need my daughter. My daughter will point out to me where the critters are on the map, even though I don't want to know. Alright, Archmage will be making its way out here. Ling or 120 does not have that many peasants out on the map right now. Gonna go ahead and call to arms, bringing everything back over here. Archmage is gonna make its way over as well. Water Elemental gonna go ahead and drop down. Acolyte's gonna try to join in on some damage as well, as this Forest Troll High Priest, well, is gonna be joining in or getting the majority of the damage now. What you really want to do is you want to make sure that this, Forest Troll High Priest is taking a lot of that damage. There's that Acolyte. The Acolyte really wants to steal that last bit of experience right there. As you can take a look, the Acolyte is taking a large bit of damage. Archmage is going to drop an additional Water Elemental right there. And is the Archmage going to get the kill? No, he does not. Acolyte gets the last shot right there. A beautiful steal. And, well, PCG123 is in a good spot. Meanwhile, Archmage is going to go ahead and pick up some items. Gets Boots of Quel'Thalas, 6 additional agility. But, well, the Death Knight is already racking up much of that experience. I'm waiting for that Rod of Necromancy charge. That Acolyte, Ling, does not like the fact that that Death Knight, well, let's take a look. Are we going to see a Death Coil to save it? Or are we going to see a Denial? Oh, there's the Denial. Archmage unable to get that last bit of damage. Perhaps Robe of Magi would have been the better drop there. And now 120, well, about tied on experience. Death Knight now looking to pull back here. We are getting up that Scout Tower into an Arcane Tower. Archmage wants to do a little bit of quick damage here. Skeletal Minions will start to tip things in favor of 120, as 120 now being chasing down that Skeletal Minion there. May get choked up on a sheep here in just a moment. Yep, being forced to dance around again. Takes down that sheep and says, you know what, you tripped me up. WWF may not like what it sees here, but then again, all things are just ones and zeros. No Brute coming across here, well, going to be doing some damage. Not much to really talk about. Archmage does not have level 2, and that's the important factor right now. Archmage without level 2 doesn't have the Brilliance Aura and will not be able to really continually drop Water Elementals. What we're going to end up seeing here is, Foot or Militia now being brought over. Archmage finally getting up to level 2 here. You can see one Peasant now trying to make its way back here. Some Skeletal Minions will take some damage as this Peasant here, well, fighting against that Skeletal Warrior. That Skeletal Warrior will just get taken down. Archmage, now at level 2, getting close to 125 mana, as PCG123 is teching to tier 2, getting up some Crypt Fiends, and we should see a follow-up of that Lich momentarily. Footman and Water Elemental chasing after that Death Knight. Death Knight now looking to get back. Meanwhile, Skeletal Minion's going to go ahead and sneak on inside this Scout Tower, not yet upgraded to Arcane Tower. And with all of that early steal early on, it doesn't really feel like, oh wow, a very long distance teleport or summon right there. This Skeletal Minion needs to back off and needs to back off in a hurry. Rifleman going to get into position. They're just going to be able to pick them off right there as the Peasant going to go ahead and get to work. We should be looking at an Arcane Vault and Arcane Sanctum momentarily. That Water Elemental sitting on the inside here. Meanwhile, well, more Riflemen just going to get added as Crypt Fiends are now joining in on the fight. That could potentially be a problem. Death Knight does have a Rod of Necromancy. The Riflemen not going to be able to really fight altogether that well. Let's take a look. Damage is fast. Oh, Crypt Fiends, I believe the damage is actually considered slow as one low hit point Rifleman gonna actually back away. Now, well, being forced to deal with Crypt Fiends off over here. Arcane Tower finally getting upgraded. No Mountain King. Death Knight may try to push on its way through. This is not going to be a good spot. Death Knight and Crypt Fiend's going to be able to do a good bit of damage. Now, let's take a look. Are they going to land right here? Where are they going to land? Land off to the north. Lower hit point Footman should be going back inside already. Meanwhile, Skeletal Minions getting in on this chase here. Gonna get some superficial damage maybe, as we are already up to, what is that, two or three Riflemen. There should be more Riflemen. Where are they? Nope, those are Crypt Fiends. There's one Rifleman here, and that is it. Only 2 Riflemen out onto the field right now. Low hit point Footmen, and that's all you really have to show for it. All right, Boulder onto the Archmage. Water Elemental going to go ahead and try to do a little bit of tanking here. However, the problem is that Water Elemental does not have as many hit points as it does in the previous patch. Yes, it does a little bit more damage, but it has really hurt the human ability to be able to creep efficiently. Paladin is not that great of an opening hero since the aura is, well, I'll say it again, aura is not really what I want to see from the human army. Adding in additional armor really only is effective while you're taking damage, unlike say Endurance Aura, where either you're moving and or attacking, it is effective. Unholy Aura is always effective if you're moving, and well, if you're not moving, you are still at least getting some sort of natural regeneration. Not necessarily the best reason, as the Archmage now makes its way off to the north. Okay, a bunch of low hit point Footmen here. This could go very poorly. Bolt onto the Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend, low hit point Footmen. Why are they even in this fight? They could get taken down very, very easily. It looks as though a Rifleman's going to get taken down. There you go. Stormbolt onto a Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend's going to get Dark Ritualed, or I believe that was Dark Ritualed there, as another Frost Nova goes down. Lich could be in trouble. Death Coil saves the Lich. Now Death Knight now still wandering around. Crypt Fiends will be forced to pull back. The Water Elemental is currently out onto the field. That is the thing that is currently saving it. Death Knight could get a Death Coil and saves it just as it gets below 200 hit points. All right, after that final Death Coil heal. Obsidian statues units are now still looking to pull back. 39 supply compared to 29 supply, or excuse me, 37 compared to 41. Crypt Fiend Destroyer is now getting upgraded as well. So 37 compared to 41 right now. That Crypt Fiend adding in a little bit more. Well, how is it down to 34? Oh, lost a unit perhaps off over here. Yeah, lost another Crypt Fiend off over there. Mountain King, Archmage, now looking to pull back here. Priest starting to join in on the fight. ER Ling has a good amount of units here, as the Mountain King is going to go ahead and try and tank a bit of damage. Footman needs to pull back here. Archmage needs to drop another Water Elemental in order for it to absorb a little bit of damage, not really maximizing the effectiveness of that Water Elemental right now. Water Elemental down to 433 hit points. The Priest should have been manually healing a different target. No reason to heal a Water Elemental when its time life is about to come to an end. Mountain King now out onto the field. We are going into a Crypt Lord as the third hero, so we are going to see that classic 1, 2, 3, and I do mean classic, Death Coil, Frost Nova, Impale, being able to eat a lot of units. Now the follow-up question is going to be, how come there is no Arcane Vault? Spellbreakers would be absolutely, well, necessary in this matchup, as we are now looking at perhaps an expansion attempt right here. Acolyte going to join in on the fight. Obsidian Statue in the back. Death Knight sitting at level 3, does have Sobi Mask. Lich is sitting at level 2. Orb of Corruption, removing much of the armor. Meanwhile, Death Knight now looking at a Ring of Protection, gives it to the Crypt Lord. Crypt Lord already up to 6 armor, very high indeed. Is going to be able to summon, yes, able to summon onto some Blight right there. as the units are in a bit of a move again. Destroyer heading up into the air now. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Ling has cleared out another creep camp as well. Mountain King getting close to 3. Archmage already at 4. Picking up Robe of the Magi, a very useful item, drops a water elemental only to see it pretty much ensnared immediately. Now the water elemental, even at level 2, only has 625 mana now. Dispel magic and purge and devour magic all do a little bit less damage to try and neutralize well, its effectiveness, but the water elemental really got a major nerf. I know other races also got nerfs in terms of their summons, but with all of that said, only the Archmage was the primary strategy that was being used, that actually used the water elemental there. Okay, a big impale coming across multiple units, 4 units stunned. Death Coil and Stormbolt onto that Cryptlord. Cryptlord taking a little bit of damage. He is in a very front spot. Are we going to see a follow-up Stormbolt as well? Yes, we are. But that Cryptlord with 6 armor is deceptively strong. Healing a 6 armor unit, well, you are essentially healing even more hit points as we finally see a Death Coil. Well, Dark Ritual. That Lich says, you know what? Thank you very much. I'm just going to get some mana for myself and then be on my merry way. All right, Mountain King could try and Stormbolt the Lich. Not going to happen. Instead, Ling has a sense that there was an expansion down over here, and this ninja expansion gets exposed before nightfall. All right, Haunted Goldmine under a little bit of distress. You see a little bit of repairing right here in the Nerubian Tower under repairs. Meanwhile, well, Cryptlord isn't going to be able to do anything at all. Ziggurat off over here. We are going to see the Destroyer going to devour magic, try to get a little bit more here as we are getting in a lot of repairs. The Nerubian Tower is now done. However, the Acolyte is going to have a very bad day. Frost Nova, Death Knight now playing along this back line here. Nerubian Tower has slow, but is it going to do very much? Death Coil, not in time. Death Knight should have Death Coiled much earlier. The Impale could have finished off many of those low hit point footmen. Instead, 120 with the 11 supply lead, absolutely destroying his opponent here. PCG123 in trouble. Acolytes still making their way over. All right, let's take a look. Footman going to get taken down. Destroyers up in the air. No abominations. Those skeletal minions are currently out onto the field. Death Knight perhaps is going to be able to save something. Are we going to see a Death Coil? No Death Coil as the Lich is still trying to fight back here. All right, still some more Devour Magic. Destroyer down to 176. Death Knight needs to get a Death Coil off onto that Destroyer, save it, and then perhaps get some Absorb Mana. No, going to cut its losses and pretty much give up this expansion before it even paid for itself. Major losses by PCG123. Cryptlord is back out onto the field. The armor not enough at this point, but now that we're also getting in some abominations, well, additional abominations could just be what the doctor ordered. Death Knight, Cryptlord will get to level 2, and if it perhaps gets hardened skin, it will be able to tank in that front line spot even better. You can take a look, Abomination joining in as well. Well, a couple of ensnares go down. The Destroyer has been devouring magic, trying to well, eat away and regenerate some of those hit points as well. Let's take a look. There goes another Ogre Warrior. Cryptlord now has 14 armor. All right, so 14 armor and a belt of giant strength, 900 hit points and 14 armor. If that is not, if that is not spotted by Ling quickly enough, well, he is going to be in a world of hurt. All right, let's take a look. There goes one ghoul. Death Knight now making its way over. Let's take a look at this. Cryptlord is right in that front spot. Are we going to perhaps see an Impale? Let's say Frost Nova onto some more units here. The Cold Tower is causing some major problems. Devour Magic trying to finish off some things. Death Knight is going to need a Death Coil the Abomination early if it wants to keep that unit alive and well. All right, Abomination down to 271 hit points. Is it going to get Death Coil? No more follow-up Death Coil. As there goes the Destroyer again. Rifleman still causing a lot of problems. 44 compared to 45 supply. Crypt Fiends and more Abominations joining in on the fight. Mountain King taking some damage from that Black Citadel as the units are purposely trying to back away. Destroyer could try and perhaps devour some more magic again, get in a little bit more damage. Cryptlord still in a good spot, and yes, the Cryptlord in that front spot absorbing so much damage. 40 or 51 supply now as another Crypt Fiend another Abomination tries to get constructed. Meanwhile, Mountain King losing a lot of mana. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight will be forced to perhaps try to get out of this tight situation. Able to slip through. Lich is still right there. Lich has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Meanwhile, the Crypt Lord is just able to so far do a lot of damage here. Crypt Lord is going to finish off any of these units. No, it is not. Two very low hit point units about to get taken down. Death Knight with Death Coil trying to finish off some more units here. Is the Crypt Lord. Does it have an Impale? Let's take a look. Potion. Mountain King in serious trouble. Is it going to get taken down? Death Coil not in time. Mountain King able to use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Mortar Team is still right here. Crypt Lord wants to try to go after some more of those units. One more shot should do it. There it goes. There goes the Mortar Team now. Obsidian statues are here. And, well, let's take a look. There goes one Water Elemental. Death Coil saves one. Another Water Elemental trying to go after that Obsidian statue. Is it going to work? No, it is not. This Obsidian statue down to 25 hit points, but going up slowly but surely because of that level 2 Unholy Aura, giving natural regeneration to your mechanical units. Ling sitting at 53 supply. That is going to be a problem. He is currently falling behind in the economic race. Staff of Sanctuary being used on the Mountain King to heal him back up. Meanwhile, Paladin has joined in on the fight as well. Archmage has that Staff of Sanctuary right there. Rifleman just joining in on the fight, able to pick off all of those units pretty quickly. Paladin shows up to the party. Is it going to, yes, pick up that Tome of Strength? Picks up a Crystal Ball. Not going to be doing very much as the Archmage gets to level 5. Yes, it does. 55 supply compared to 50. We've had some close chases all the way around. If the Crypt Lord gets even more armor, that would be absolutely ridiculous. And, well, it looks like it's going to go for level 2 Impale first. If it gets another Ring of Protection plus 4, what is that? 15, 18 armor may just simply be too much. All right, you can take a look at that right there. That Crypt Lord is in that front spot. He is actually taking the majority of the damage by multiple units, and he's just pretty much going to be able to shrug it off. The Death Knight has a Wand of Mana Stealing and that Sobi Mask as well. The Obsidian Statue is just working their way through this and repairing and also regenerating a lot of mana for all of these targets here. Meanwhile, back down, bottom left-hand side, the expansion will be getting ready in just a moment. Death Knight now heading over to that 10 o'clock position. Abominations moving out quickly with Disease Cloud as well. And we're going to see perhaps, well, what is going on here. Death Knight in that very forward position. There's the Impale going after some of those units. There goes one Priest as well. Death Coil saves Destroyer. Destroyer now looking to back up again. Potion, or not Potion, but Divine Shield onto that Paladin as the units are still in a massive run. Death Knight in a little bit of trouble. Scroll of Town Portal being used there to try and, well, shut things off as another Priest gets taken down. Low hit point Abomination ends up surviving because of some Obsidian Statue and that natural regen again, as the Death Knight still wants to get to level 5. All right, Crypt is at 3. Has an Orb of Darkness. That is going to double up the effectiveness for that Lich, who will be able to easily Dark Ritual any of those summoned units or any of those time units for a bit more mana. A Lich with mana, extremely scary. Manual of Health. Perhaps it should be given to the Death Knight, or the Crypt Lord would be perhaps the most effective to have it. An additional 50 hit points there, causing some major issues. All right, who's going to pick it up? No one, because no one reads or cares about the sacred text. Over here on the top right-hand side of the map, Acolytes are currently mining away. This expansion has already been cleared out, so the majority of the creep camps on the inner portion of the map have been cleared. Ling currently sitting on a very large amount of gold, most likely current resources. Yeah, 900 gold compared to 600. As well, there is currently a 10 supply difference between these two armies, and if that's well, that should be all the reason you need to really try and engage. One arcane tower here. Destroyer gonna make its way over, gonna try to finish off this tower before it gets a Scroll of Town Portal back in. Let's take a look at all of this. That's gonna get taken down. Are we gonna perhaps see an Impale? No, we are not going to see an Impale. Death Knight going after some of those units. Peasant's going to get taken down very quickly and easily. Well, and it's going to turn into an expansion for an expansion. All right, there goes a Peasant there. He knows most likely that his opponent has no easy way of trying to, of trying to teleport to that location. So they are okay just exchanging bases now. No Scroll of Town Portal though onto the Town Hall. And you at least want to make your opponent Scroll of Town Portal back to the Town Hall. You know he's going to be hitting your main base next. Double Slaughterhouse summoning up double Abominations. That will make short work of those Riflemen. And without any real easy focus damage, well, Riflemen are upgraded 2-0. That could be the saving strategy and tactic for PCG. All right, both sides lost their expansions. However, PCG able to unsummon his expansion, essentially getting back a little bit more resources, as we're going to be looking at, well, flying machines trying to go up into the air. But is there enough Crypt Fiends? Yes, enough Crypt Fiends that deal with this here. All right, let's take a look. Scroll of Town Portal coming back down. Abominations joining in on the fight. As well, all the units are now trying to head back out. Mountain King gonna get absorbed a little bit of damage there, but really no losses as people just exchange Scrolls of Town Portal. Expansion is now gone. One skeleton or dark minion being left behind here to keep track of everything. Crypt Lord with regeneration as well. And that is, well, what is that? 45 armor. Add in a little bit more, and, well, that could potentially turn into something very problematic, as the Crypt Lord could end up finishing off some of these water elementals here. There goes one water elemental due to timed life. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit more devour magic here again? Let's take a look. There it goes. Crypt Lord is going to be sitting at almost level 4 now, as the workshop is going to get, well, a little bit... Well, no, not the workshop right now. Instead, the barracks going to get focused down just a bit. All right, in come the flying machines. Inner fire. Web should be bringing down those units. There you go. There's a big impale across multiple units there. As you can see, the destroyers are trying to finish off some of those flying machines. Web continuing to bring down units. Crypt Lord absorbing a lot of damage. There's a thunderclap. There's another impale again. However, mana is running a little bit low. Thunderclap as well. Mountain King clapping his way through the battle, able to deal so much damage as the Pit Lord is in the backfield. There's a Death Coil trying to save an Abomination, but not going to be enough. Paladin gets up to level 3. 57 supply compared to 60. ER Ling, Thunderclap doing a lot of damage. Still has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Both sides fighting back around. Is the Crypt Lord going to be able to finish off anything? Let's take a look. Beautiful Staff of Sanctuary saves the Death Knight right now. Or excuse me, the Paladin, as the Paladin... the Death Knight just too far away from being able to really do anything. Another beautifully timed Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as the Pit Lord gets taken down even with all of its bonus armor. 45 compared to 60 supply. Death Knight, Death Coil finishes off the Mountain King. Death Knight now sitting at level 5. And is this enough to turn the tide? All right, flying machines or water elemental getting finishing off a unit there. Death Knight trying to heal back up here still. Abominations. Are we going to see a Death Coil onto the Abomination? We should be. No. The Lich pretty much denied it there, and now Frost Nova took down 2 more Riflemen as the units do need to get away. Death Knight, is it going to be able to Death Coil the Lich? Yes, just in time. Death Knight, what's going on? How come it only healed for 400 as the Lich is in a little bit of trouble? All right, trying to pull back here. Lich, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now. Death Knight now looking to back away. Obsidian Statue, more units trying to get away here. Are they going to be able to head back? 27 supply compared to 45. Death Knight, well, what is happening here next? Obsidian statues need to regenerate mana. You see a little bit of, well, mining coming back. Peasants being brought back over. Acolytes doing a little bit of long distance. The main bases are all mined out. Pit Lord gonna get resurrected. Death Knight, where is it going? Obsidian statue here as well. You can see a little bit of damage there. Rod of Necromancy will be used, and that may be turned into a Death Pact. No, that might be the reason why. That might be the reason why it was only a level 2 Death Coil, as the Death Knight now makes its way over here to the top left. Lich is at 5. Death Knight is at 5. What is really going on here? He's going to try to clear out the creep camps. He does have 2 level 5 heroes here, and I believe he's just hoping for some additional gold. No, already haunting this gold mine. Waiting for the perfect opportunity, as the Obsidian statue is healing up rather nicely right now, as units are just going to every which corner of the map. 32 supply compared to 45. Paladin out. inner fire. Disease cloud still making it difficult for these these riflemen to naturally heal back up. Where are the units going? Flying machine overhead, and you can see a new haunted gold mine trying to get added. The Crypt Lord still not back out onto the field, as we're looking at, well, there goes one ghoul. All right, Death Knight trying to finish things off. Death Knight could, well, pick up some more items. Again, trying to finish off the remaining mud golems as well. A little bit more ensnares. This should be more than enough to defend here. 30 supply compared to 44 now, as the Troll Trapper gets taken down. One final Troll Trapper, and then this guy here. All right, haunted gold mine about to be done. Meanwhile, long distance mining by Ling. 49 supply compared to 30. Here comes out the Crypt Lord again. The Crypt Lord, I thought, would have made a very big impact, but, well, lack of control, or perhaps he was just too far in constantly having a little bit of problems. All right, True Shot or a Death Coil onto the Destroyer. Another Destroyer out as well. We're going to see a little bit of an engagement, trying to finish off some units. It looks as though there is the Impale finishing off much of those units. Flying machines getting taken down. There goes another Death Knight. Could try and Death Coil the other Destroyer there. Units are going to look to back off. There is a death there. Frost Nova quick there, as the Destroyer able to devour magic and finish off multiple units. Crypt Lord now looking to back up again. Water Elemental going to make its way over here to the top right-hand side. And, well, they need to force an engagement somehow. Crypt Lord is still regenerating hit points. No more easy mana, though, as the Obsidian statues are all now gone. Crypt Lord is in a bit of trouble, needs to back off, but every time or every second that we are fighting here, instead of fighting and losing the expansion, well, it's going to be a win opportunity for PCG. All right, there is a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability should be used. Is it going to see a Stormbolt in time? No Stormbolt in time. Units are heading back every which way. Death Knight still has enough for a Death Coil. Does not Death Coil. Loses a Destroyer. That is a huge loss there. Meanwhile, the Crypt Lord continuing to fight. Death Knight looks to back up again, but he still has a little bit of an economy going. Meanwhile, only long distance mining by Ling. Death Knight coming back across over here. Oh, that Rifleman looks like it could have been taken down. Priest now finally going to be able to regather up with the rest of the units again. Death Knight is in position. Destroyer still needs to get healed back up. Let's take a look. Death Knight has enough mana. Why isn't it Death Coiling that Destroyer here, so that it could try to devour magic, perhaps get a little bit more? Let's take a look. One more shot there would have been enough to get that little bit of experience, but it doesn't want to risk it. All right, 713. You have extra gold. Might as well be spending it here. You can see the Destroyer going after the Water Elemental now. Water Elemental looking to back away. It is, well, Devour Magic. Just turn back and fight it. You will win out as you're devouring magic. Meanwhile, the Destroyer heads back again. Archmage sitting at level 6, though. Mountain King sitting at 4. Staff of Sanctuary. Paladin, I believe, is gone. Death Knight now making its way from behind. 32 supply compared to 33. Another Devour Magic. Slowly but surely getting more and more hit points onto that unit there. Death Coil, Frost Nova, Acolyte still trying to do a bit of mining. Unable to do so as it gets finished off. All right, let's take a look. There goes another. Crypt Lord still going to be able to engage. There is a big Impale. Does not get one of those units, though. There goes another Rifleman as the Destroyers are just trying to eat their way through. Mountain King looking to back up again. Mountain King getting caught in open field. Rifleman trying to finish off the target. Unable to do so as the Destroyer. Is it going to get Death Coiled? It is. Well, is it going to get Death Coiled? No, it is not. No Death Coil there. Death Knight perhaps asleep at the wheel, but there is still 3 heroes compared to 2 as the Crypt Lord still making its way over. All right. Obsidian statues need to be brought back over. Mountain King now taken down. Death Knight is sitting at level 6. Is it going to be brought back over? Well, nope. No Raise dead. Ling leaves the game as PCG123 gets the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.